Happy Friday, March 8th, 2024. All you fabulous freight masters out there. Got what I think is a pretty good topic. Obviously, I kind of mentioned in yesterday's video that, I wanted to kind of go over some additional resources for prospecting and finding customers and things. And one of the things that I find when I talk to new people and even those that are, veterans in the industry, for some reason they've overlooked LinkedIn, right? So I have some strategies and some best practices for you today to hopefully, build your audience, your online presence on LinkedIn that will not only be helpful to you reaching out to prospective customers, but for them to actually reach out to you as well, right? So LinkedIn has emerged as a powerful platform for professional networking and business development. With over 750 million users worldwide, including professionals, decision makers, and industry influencers, LinkedIn offers unparalleled opportunities for soliciting prospects and expanding your business reach, right? So this goes for you agents out there as well, right? In this comprehensive guide, we explore strategies and best practices for leveraging LinkedIn effectively to solicit prospects and foster meaningful connections, right? Building those relationships, okay? So the first thing you need to do is understand your target audience, okay? That's number one. Before embarking on prospect solicitation efforts, it's crucial to have a clear understanding of your target audience. Identify your ideal prospects based on factors such as industry, job title, company size, and geographical location. Utilize LinkedIn's advanced search filters to narrow down your search and identify prospects that align with your target criteria. By focusing on relevant and qualified leads, you can optimize your prospecting efforts and achieve better results. Okay, makes common sense. The second thing, optimizing your LinkedIn profile. I cannot tell you enough. When I talk to somebody and I look for them on LinkedIn, they either don't have a profile at all or it's just very, very basic. There's no profile picture, anything out there, right? So your LinkedIn profile serves as your digital business card, right? And is often the first impression potential prospects will have of you. Ensure that your profile is complete, professional, and optimized for search. Use a professional headshot. Craft a compelling headline that highlights your expertise and value proposition, and optimize your summary and experience sections with relevant keywords. Include multimedia elements such as videos, presentations, and links to showcase your work and establish credibility, right? I can't tell you the number of times that I have talked to a prospective customer, ended up having a follow-up phone call with them, and they have actually researched me on LinkedIn, right? So it's very, very important to follow these strategies and practices, okay? Number three, building a strong personal brand. Building a strong personal brand is essential for standing out on LinkedIn and attracting prospects, right? We talk about that during cold calling, standing out, differentiating ourselves from the rest of the pack, right? Share valuable content, insights, and thought leadership articles related to your industry to demonstrate your expertise and engage your network. Participate in relevant LinkedIn groups, right? We've mentioned that in previous videos, and discussions. Contribute to discussions and provide helpful advice and solutions to establish yourself as a trusted authority in your field, right? We talk about that. You can even break that down to like your niche, right? We'll use steel as an example. If your niche is steel, let's narrow that down even further to steel coils, right? Providing content on shipping steel coils sort of reinforces your knowledge on brokering and shipping steel, right? This goes for you carriers as well, not just freight brokers and freight agents. Okay, if you have a particular commodity that you haul or you prefer to haul, again, maybe steel coils, right? Make that a part of your LinkedIn profile. Contribute to the groups, conversations, articles, or write if you're good at writing. Write your own content. Consistency is key. Regularly update your profile, share content, and interact with your network to maintain visibility and credibility. Sort of elaborates on what I just mentioned. Where are we at? Number 4, okay? Creating an effective outreach strategy. Crafting personalized and compelling outreach messages is crucial for soliciting prospects on LinkedIn. Avoid generic, spammy messages and instead take the time to research your prospects and tailor your messages to their specific needs and interests. Start by establishing rapport and common ground. Then clearly articulate the value proposition of your product or service, right? In this case, it'd be our service, and how it can address their plan or their pain points, or challenges. Keep your messages concise, respectful and focused on building a genuine connection rather than immediately pushing for a sale. Okay. Number 5, utilizing LinkedIn's features and tools. LinkedIn offers a range of features and tools that can enhance your prospect solicitation efforts. Utilize LinkedIn Sales Navigator to identify and track prospects, receive real-time insights, and prioritize your outreach efforts. Leverage InMail to reach prospects directly, bypassing the limitations of traditional connection requests. Take advantage of LinkedIn's publishing platform to share long-form content and showcase your expertise to a wider audience. Additionally, use LinkedIn's analytics tools to measure the effectiveness of your outreach campaigns and make data-driven adjustments as needed, right? Sometimes, just like with our cold calling efforts, sometimes our approach isn't as effective as we had initially hoped. So we tweak it, right? So that we get better performance out of it. It's the same thing with LinkedIn. Where are we at? Number 6, engaging in meaningful conversations. Successful prospect solicitation on LinkedIn is not just about making a pitch. It's about building meaningful relationships and fostering genuine connections, right? Focus on initiating conversations rather than pitching your product or service right away. Ask insightful questions. Actively listen to your prospects' concerns and objectives, and offer personalized solutions tailored to their needs, right? That's sort of our jobs as brokers and carriers, right? That's sort of like the main point of our solicitation is to not just provide our service and throw a load up on the load board, but to provide those solutions, understand their pain points, and make it happen, right? Demonstrate empathy, authenticity, and a genuine interest in helping your prospects succeed, and they will be more likely to trust and engage with you. So it's just like, when you're building a relationship with a customer, you start moving some loads and you're doing a great job with them. They're more likely to, offer you more freight, additional lanes, maybe contracted lanes, all these types of things. So a lot of that kind of goes hand in hand with what we're mentioning here about LinkedIn. This is one of my favorite parts: following up and nurturing relationships. Number 7, effective follow-up is critical, right? I say this about cold calling, for converting prospects into clients or customers. After the initial outreach, continue to nurture the relationship by providing valuable resources, insights, and updates relevant to their interests. Send personalized follow-up messages to check in on their progress, address any questions or concerns that they may have, and offer further assistance or information as needed. Consistent and thoughtful follow-up demonstrates your commitment to their success and increases the likelihood of converting prospects into long-term clients or partners, right? Same thing happens with once we actually land them as a customer. Their success is our success, right? As freight brokers, agents, and carriers. Okay. Finally, soliciting prospects on LinkedIn requires a strategic and personalized approach that focuses on building relationships, providing value, and fostering meaningful connections. By understanding your target audience, optimizing your profile, and crafting compelling outreach messages, you can effectively engage prospects and convert them into loyal clients or customers. Utilize LinkedIn's features and tools, engage in meaningful conversations, and follow up consistently to maximize your success in prospect solicitation on their platform. With dedication, patience, and persistence, LinkedIn can be a valuable resource for expanding your network, generating leads, and growing your business. Freight Masters, I hope you guys found that information helpful. Again, I felt that was something that I needed to kind of bring up because, like I said, I do a tremendous amount of networking myself and helping others in the industry. And, usually when we're talking about, their difficulties in gaining more customers, maybe they've got one customer, or maybe they don't have any customers. Usually that's one of the first things that I ask. It's one of the top 3 questions is, do you have a LinkedIn profile? What does your LinkedIn profile look like? Right? LinkedIn, I think, it can be an overlooked resource that is very, very powerful, very, very effective if utilized correctly, and will really, you'll see a massive increase in your success of landing new customers. But it's don't look at it in a micro, look at it in a macro, right? Don't look at it as short term, like, well, I did all these things and 2 days later expect your, things to blow up for you. It's a process, right? But it will pay off. Have that patience, be diligent about it. Don't get complacent, right? We've kind of talked about that earlier this week about complacency and how that's sort of the evil that destroys us. Again, I do plan on doing the next video. Probably I'm going to try to do it Monday, time willing, but I am kind of booked with meetings on Monday, so it'll more than likely be Tuesday. I'll try to give everybody as much of a heads up on that as possible. But I want to discuss, and that'll be live, so be prepared, have your questions ready, comments and things. Some overlooked resources for finding prospects, right? And these are prospects that are actively shipping all the time, right? So, and it can be a very good niche for some of you, especially if you're having difficulty finding a niche. This might be the video for you, right? Or maybe you're looking to expand your niche, right? So looking forward to that. Like I said, more than likely it'll be Tuesday. I'm going to try to plan around noon, but again, I'll try to give everybody as much of a heads up on that as possible. If you need to talk to any of the rock stars over at eCarrierCheck, Operfi, if you need a DAT discount code for your 10% off for 12 months, I've got links for everything down below for you guys. If you need any other resources that I don't have readily available, let me know. Or if you want my thoughts, opinions on a particular company resource, I'll be more than happy to try to dive into that and research that for you. Again, our partners are just, I can't say enough about them. They're super great people. They provide a ton of information. eCarrierCheck has their own YouTube channel. Danny over at Holland Cash has his channel, right? And he's, again, one of the rock stars over at Operfi. Don't forget that they offer discounts for veterans. They've got training, just so many resources. as well as eCarrierCheck. You get 10% off. I believe it's for the first 3 months. Great source, again, for finding customers, sourcing carriers, and so much more. It's a CRM, right? Between Operfi and eCarrierCheck, you have those two things along with your DAT, you're golden, right? Gold, I tell you, gold. Okay, so all right, guys, I'll let you enjoy your weekend, rest of your Friday, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye bye now.